I love when we get
right
so
now.
far off topic. It's not even funny.
How do we even get
How
back?
did we get on
Because
this
it's
topic?
it's almost like we went out into space.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yes, that is. But you know who's not going to space? That's an interesting point. Potluck.
Potluck time. Let's go.
Pete Davidson no longer going to space on
Yes!
flight. I knew Miracle would be very happy about this.
Pete Davidson doesn't deserve to be in space.
I like that the URL is Pete Davidson's space canceled.
Okay, so Pete Davidson no longer going to space on Blue Origin flight. And I do like that. I didn't say space canceled. Pete Davidson, not just regular canceled.
Space canceled. Welcome back.
Space
to Space canceled.
So it says, looks like Pete Davidson won't be heading to space after all. And Kanye's just at home like,
because Kanye owns space.
No, it's like Kanye's like, man, I've been needing a win all day. And he's just like, I got it.
Dude, Ye hit up Elon.
Yeah.
Said, where's the Starlink? Point it at that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's done. No fly zone.
Kanye pays for his ticket to have him removed.
Yes.
Just out of spite.
Kanye's kids go to space first.
Yes. Oh,
not
No,
Pete.
you know what'd be funny is like secretly Kanye's a cosmic being because
That's
like,
not a secret.
oh really?
He's
Everyone
very
knows he's a
much.
cosmic being.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, he's a cosmic being and he told every
I
star
am a god.
he told every like single star in space like no, he's not allowed. And then like somebody talked to like the aliens down here, like the lizard people, and they're like, yeah, Bezos, I don't know what you're doing. This is not the program where we're trying to do. Don't send him up anymore.
Wouldn't matter because, as we know, with Kanye has famously said that you can't tell him nothing.
That's right.
So you can't
That's
tell
right.
him. So it
That's
says,
true.
Just 3 days after revealing the SNL comedian would be joining their next flight, the Jeff Bezos-founded company announced on Thursday night that the date of the flight had moved and Davidson would no longer be part of the excursion. My favorite idea, like my conspiracy theory, is like Kanye's like sued him, and like the date is gonna fall on like he gets a subpoena and he has to be in court on this date, and he can't, and Kanye's got like a very pro Ye judge that like won't move it.
Pro Ye.
Yeah,
judge.
like that's like just like Kanye. Like I know the suit's bullshit, but we're gonna make Pete come in and defend himself. Now Pete's gonna win. The suit will be thrown out, but he ain't going to space either, and that's what we want.
That's what they call a space suit.
That's
Oh, that's so cool. Mind
Done.
blown. Let's do it.
Damn, bro.
Oh my god, can that be a show? Because there's Space Force on Netflix. I actually watched like both seasons. Not that bad. Second season was on a cliffhanger. Can we have spacesuits where they
let's do
just
space.
fight?
It's lawyers in space.
Just lawyers in
Yeah,
space.
no, it's not that exciting.
It's just
It's
the
just
same
lawyers,
thing.
yeah.
It's a show Suits, but it takes place in outer
Kim
space.
Kardashian taking the bar exam,
Exactly.
floating in outer
Well,
space.
she already passed, so
Oh, true.
She,
It took her a few
no,
times,
she
though.
passed
No
the
offense.
baby bar exam.
I still don't
Baby
know.
bar
that-
exam. And California's got different standards.
Yeah.
So
She has
she
to
can practice, but she has to be.
And then they can have a
assistant,
sequel.
I
It's like
guess.
space sports, and it's got Caitlyn Jenner like in the Olympics again, only in
Yes.
outer space.
Dude, this is
Dude,
what we got to write this.
we gotta. Somebody
on.
needs to write the
Let's do
show. It's gonna be a thing. So it says Blue Origin's 20th flight of New Shepard has shifted to Tuesday, March 29th. Pete Davidson is no longer able to join the NS-20 crew on this mission. I love how they call them crew because they're not crew. They're just
Tourists.
They're just tourists.
Tourists.
Like that's what I think is funny about all this is it's just a weird flex because
Yeah.
it's not like you're an astronaut. You're
Yeah.
just a dude who goes up
Yeah.
into space with people who are actual
Right.
astronauts.
And didn't Lance Bass do this like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Did it ever happen?
I have no
Did
idea.
Lance-
Is that
did
true? I have
Remember
no
he was
idea.
supposed to go to space. He was
I
supposed to be
don't
like
know.
a big pop star.
How has there not been a movie like a weird like half reality half like fake movie like Lance Bass goes to space?
Who is
That
he
should be-
exactly?
From NSYNC.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if Miracle. I did watch the like the boy band, the
But I
destruction
did-
of boy bands on YouTube.
I wonder why he was searching that up.
Lance.
Brett's dream was to be in a boy band, actually. For
Oh
those
my
who don't know.
goodness.
Yeah.
No, actually, I have YouTube Premium, and it's one of the few ads.
Oh my
you
god.
I do like YouTube
Yeah.
Premium, yeah.
His boy band name would be Be Fresh.
Ooh.
get. That's
Be fresh.
After several months of training, Bass received cosmonaut certification and went on to Houston's Johnson Space Center, JSC, to take part in an astronaut training. He was scheduled to fly into space on the Soyuz TMA-1 mission that was to be launched in October of 2002. But
That was 20 years ago.
does not give any more information on that.
Because they gave up on him. He's not the popular NSYNC member.
It says okay. So this is in 2002. Lance underwent training in Star City, Russia. Could be
He's
a
a plant.
spot. could be a spy.
Watch out.
He's
and
a honeypot.
You could, with tips like that, you could absolutely be a honeypot.
That's
I have no problem with NSYNC. I have no problem with NSYNC.
I think Backstreet Boys are better, to be honest, but
I like
NSYNC
both
too.
of them.
98 Degrees.
Oh,
Sorry.
No one says that.
I say that. Or O-Town.
Oh, wow.
Deep Cut. Miracles.
Really
I have
deep
no idea
cut,
who
yeah.
any of these people are.
I know what O-Town is, but I don't know the other band.
She's lying.
Doesn't know the other band? Which one? 98 Degrees?
Yeah,
Nick Lachey? Like, kidding?
No, I
Who
don't.
is he married to?
Jessica
Jessica
Simpson?
Simpson.
Come
Yeah.
on.
It says. So it says
She's still relevant?
he became
Always
certified. He became a certified cosmonaut and was certified by the Russian space program. Well, that's
I
like,
don't trust this at
that's
all.
like getting from the bottom of a cereal box. Come on. It says and by NASA. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure that.
Sure.
I don't trust either NASA or the Russian.
I am
space,
sure that Tom
whatever it
Hanks had like an introduction video for this where
Yeah.
he did the It says for a mission on the and then it says when financial backing for the mission fell through, however, he was unable to fly.
They
Wow,
said
so
he's
he
too
never made it?
expensive.
They said,
he never
bye,
got to go
bye,
to-
bye.
He ne-
Sorry, that was so bad.
Damn.
Dad jokes.
that was incredible.
Yeah.
That
You
was
are
incredible.
dad, so you
That was
get a
incredible.
pass. But
Damn, like they're like now here this one says kicked off space flight.
maybe
We're
because
going
he was
down-
too pretty.
So wait, Pete Davidson was kicked off or
No,
Lance?
I'm going down the Lance Bass
Okay.
rabbit hole right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Also, Shane, to go back to our conversation about Kim Kardashian being a lawyer.
Okay.
So it says in California, so this is from calbar.california.org, and it says California bar exam is given twice each year, and bar is given to applicants that can take the exam if they completed 1 year of law study. So she's halfway there.
No, I honestly, I'm a fan of Kim Kardashian. I like her. I like that she's doing that.
Yeah.
She's an evil genius. I love it.
I really do. She's super
She's
smart.
an evil genius.
You know, like whatever. I'm happy. I think she was doing a lot of good with prison
Yeah.
reform.
We
I think
did
that's a great thing.
we did a segment where I posited that she's a genius because she's been with Pete Davidson for
Oh, she
since
can-
October,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't release the first photo of them together until the day after her comment about people need to just work harder.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the whole narrative just shifted, and I was like, she's a genius, and she was so smart that she didn't even make it the first picture. It was a set of 5 pictures, and she made it picture number 3. She's a freaking
Are
PR
the,
genius.
The fates in Greek mythology, the women who use a string to decide the fates of
Yeah.
everyone, like that's the Kardashians. Like they're in charge of like
Oh my
the
god,
strings
Kim
and
Kardashian is
narratives.
one of the fate witches.
Yeah.
Like she's secretly just doing
Is that what
everything.
the Luma fate is?
I don't know.
Kind of.
Like it's that's literally what that is in picture.
Oh yeah,
a
it's
string.
the
Okay.
Luma Fates.
Okay.
If you watch John Solo, he talks about it a lot.
Okay, cool.
But no, I just read a fun fact about California. California is one of the few states that allows aspiring lawyers to take the bar exam without going to law school.
Right. That's what I heard. You're
He
right.
could have
So-
done that in the show Suits, and it would have made the whole show.
Yep.
They wouldn't have had to make the show because the whole show is about him like being smart enough that he passes the bar for other people, but he can't because
Oh,
he got
wow.
expelled,
Mm-hmm.
so he's not allowed to take it
Well-
in New York. So they could have just moved him to California.
Right. There goes
Yeah,
that.
he could have just done it because that's why Kim Kardashian is not doing schooling. She can
Yeah.
just pass the bar exam.
No, Kim K is doing a lot for like rehabilitating like criminals, and I think
Yeah.
what she's doing with Pete Davidson's a great thing.
Maybe she's rehabilitating Pete Davidson. Maybe his
like-
eyes will get less and less sunken as they date. I have no problem with any of this. I like to laugh at it, and we have these discussions.
Yeah,
'cause it-
I do too.
it
I do
makes
too.
me- it
I just
cracks
think
me up.
I'm just not a real big Pete Davidson fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody here is.
Like I
nobody
think
here
he's
is.
talentless. Like I think it's weird that the Kardashians are now like into collecting trashy white dudes covered in tattoos, which is what I am technically that. And
You're not
no,
trashy.
no, I mean, but like
One
but
man's trash is
have you
another
ever seen
Kardashian's
Lars and the
treasure.
Real Girl?
Mm-mm.
So like one of my favorite Ryan Gosling movies where Ryan Gosling's character dates a blow up doll and the whole town goes along with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
For his mental health, and that's how I feel about Kim K and Pete Davidson,
Yep.
where he's just like a blow up doll,
That could
and
be
she's
it.
walking around with him, and we're all just
He's
like,
not
okay,
real.
He's not even a real
he's
person.
not real. He's not real.
He's not real because that photo that he took that he sent to Kanye is so unflattering. I don't know why he said that. It's,
He could have done that on purpose. He's like, I'll take my worst photo and be like, here with your girlfriend or with your
yeah,
ex-wife.
that was weird. And I'll just say the other white dudes covered in tattoos that the other Kardashian girls have, I think are actually talented.
yeah, like
I love
Travis
Travis Barker.
Barker.
yeah,
You know,
Travis Barker
like he's
is
a
cool.
great drummer. He's one of the best drummers in my opinion. And
You know
I'm not a
that-
huge Machine Gun Kelly fan, but he's got some talent.
He's-
No, that's the
he's
wrong
with
one.
Meg-
That's
he's with
Megan Fox.
They're all the same to me. They're all the same. They're all the same. That's a Kardashian. She's a Kardashian.
She's a Kardashian, pretty much.
They have the
Just
same
pretty.
kind of plastic
Kardashian.
in their face.
She's a Fodashian.
Fodashian.
That's her like new name. Fodashian.
I'll just call her Fodashian.
Megan Fodashian.
Yes. All right. So I do want to look at this before we wrap up. And
It's a
this
good
says,
rap name.
Yeah.
Jared Leto says never say never to return as the Joker. I do love how when I read this, I read it as like he's like threatening people. Don't. I actually I rewatched the original trailer for the original David Ayer Suicide Squad movie the other day, which if you get a chance, if anybody who's watching this get a chance, go look up the 2016 Comic-Con trailer for the original Suicide Squad movie, and you will not be able to tell me that wasn't intended to be a completely different movie than the ridiculous studio interrupted version that we ended up getting. And I do believe that his character suffered from being turned into something it wasn't supposed to be in a much darker movie. So I do think that it would be kind of in a world where J.K. Simmons can come back and play Commissioner Gordon in a movie where he's not even intended to really exist. I don't see any reason that we couldn't have Jared Leto
Let's
come
do
back.
like a Joker No Way Home.
Oh my God!
Oh my
got
God.
Well, the three Jokers could be done. They could do the three Jokers.
They
Hologram of Heath.
should.
But then Joaquin and this guy together.
They should do the Three Jokers
they could do-
storyline. We've been pitching that idea, so we get Joaquin Phoenix, maybe Jared Leto, but I kind of want the guy from Gotham.
Yeah, Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah,
But
he's
that's
really
technically
good.
not the Joker. That's,
He's good. But you could just do two Jokers because it mimics the way the Joker
Yeah.
card looks. There's two Jokers running amok.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because like that storyline. Have you read it? Or no?
No.
Three Jokers. So
Oh, no. I didn't even know that was a story.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
a storyline. So basically, it's three different Jokers, three different ages. So we want Joaquin Phoenix. I want the guy from Gotham. And then also, who was another Joker pitch that we said?
Jack Nicholson.
You could bring back. I mean, that's very old, but
Yeah. Let's read an old
Let's
one.
do it.
The super
Hey, that
old
old Wolverine movie did well.
Yep.
So
Yep.
bring in
It
did.
Jack.
I loved Logan. Logan was really good.
Logan.
Logan
yeah,
is
Logan was
super
good.
good.
Leto's
That
perf-
made me cry. I want Logan back.
Well,
I want Logan
thankfully
back.
it's a multiverse and no one's ever dead.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it says Leto's performance in the 2016 Suicide Squad was as cut together by Warner Brothers. That's the important part. There is.
Yeah.
It's not a movie. It's basically a weird music video that's like an hour and or it's like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
It's very all over the place. It's very bad, but it's not really the fault of David Ayer. You can very tell it. I believe in the final version it was actually cut together by a trailer company. Like it's a company that makes movie trailers and ended up making the movie. Somebody can fact check me on that, but it was like by a company. In fact, I'm going to look it up. It's like a company called Trailer Park, like cut the movie
Perfect.
together.
That's so cute.
Who
I love
cut? Who edited Suicide Squad 2016? Suicide Squad.
You have like a weird typing style like I do
It's,
too.
Um,
Like, does
Me.
anybody
John
actually
Gilroy.
type like how they
there's-
teach you in
Goes
high
like
school?
this.
yeah.
Where it's like always weird because like you're
Well,
like,
the keyword's pulled into me right here, so I'm not.
but like no, who actually like puts their hands like this and types like this?
I like it's professional.
It's professional, but like I never seen anybody like actually type where they're like, yeah, put your like pinky finger on the A, ring finger on the S, and then middle on B, and then so on and so forth, and then you use your thumbs to press the space button. Like I do that sometimes, but other than that, I just go like this.
That's how he gets the host job.
Yeah,
That's
they were
a
like,
joke.
"Miracle, you type funny," and I'm like, I answer emails. Yeah.
Editing reins were handed over to a trailer house named Trailer Park in an effort to lighten the tone of Ayer's self-described soulful drama. The choppy results once again earned the DC Extended Universe less than stellar reviews at a mere 27%. So that explains to you why the movie made very little sense and why his performance, which a lot of those scenes which came across very clunky and over the top, could have been different with different color grading, with different music, with different there's a lot of people that make stuff where like they'll show you like how different a scene can be just by changing the music.
Oh, yeah.
How fast you cut from one shot to the next can make all the difference in the world. So it's not it's not unreasonable to think that there's a version of that character where that performance isn't over the top.
That's
and
why
ridiculous.
I'm not trying to judge his performance all that much because
Yeah.
it is like that movie was butchered by the
Yes.
editing process.
Yep. So as of press time, he is keeping the door open. Never say never, he told Variety recently. Leto added to that he has an attachment to the Joker and all characters he plays to some degree. For me, they're like living, breathing people, he said. I know they're not, of course, but I get attached. It's a shame to never do it again. He was also brought back in the Snyder cut of the Justice League
Oh,
for
I didn't
an
see it.
extended scene. Yeah,
Okay.
so in a much different version. It's actually quite cool. That he feels that way makes sense when allegedly Leto wanted to do everything in his power to throttle and cancel Todd Phillips' Joker when it was announced. So he was not a fan that they were recasting, and to his credit, nobody wants that to happen to them.
Right.
Like,
but there's multiple universes here, pal.
exactly.
You
We're
can't be like so beholden to one universe.
Yep.
We-
But
come on.
at the time that movie was made, it was less of a multiverse wasn't really part of these storytellings in film at
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
So it says, of course, the film went forward and made a lot of money, winning accolades along the way in 2019. Not to mention the media overblowing it, making it out to be the second coming of the devil. Shortly thereafter, Zack Snyder managed to give Leto his interpretation of Batman's merciless archenemy back. It was a secret I had to keep for so long. It feels funny to even talk about it, Leto explains in an Entertainment Tonight interview. Snyder knows the world like nobody else. He cares so deeply about the character. He cares so much about the fans. I was happy to be a part of his journey and retelling that story and telling it in the way that he always dreamed of. And it was fun to dip my toes back into the character. And yeah, it was like a 5-minute scene that he goes back into it on. But he's now fully immersed in doing Morbius, so I don't think we're really going to see that anytime soon. But I did think that was an interesting article because it really did. The first time I saw it was I could imagine somebody being like, "Don't threaten me. I don't want you playing the Joker again."
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm always open. I'm kind of more on that spectrum. As much as I told you that I would prefer there be more structure and continuity, I'm also open to people getting their shot to try and make something again.
Yeah, and maybe the success of the Joker film would make him want to be even better at his Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yep.
I think Jared Leto's amazing. His acting's great.
Didn't you make a 30 Seconds to Mars joke like
I did.
5 minutes
Knowing
ago?
that we come here later.
Jesus.
3 hours.
Oh
to
man,
Mars.
that
Sorry.
is 3. Yeah, like
Can't help it.
27 minutes to Mars.
He's super talented.
He's a talented
This
dude.
dude is super talented.
That screenshot up at the top of the article, that's the one from his portrayal in Snyder's Justice League.
And that looks
in the
awesome.
Snyder cut, yeah. So it's much different.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that Barry Keoghan, he's the one who did the scene in the Batman.
Yeah.
I don't really know, and I didn't like Barry Keoghan in the Eternals, but I don't know enough about his acting to say whether he'd be good or bad in the role.
Right.
I'm always open to being surprised.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we shall
Yeah.
see. I say bring back Mark Hamill and just do a live action movie with a CG or with an animated, like kind of like what was it? Not Scooby Doo.
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Just do Roger Rabbit with all live action except for the Joker.
Roger Rabbit's a great movie.
It's I have not seen it in a very long time.
Oh, it's great.
It's super great. I love it, and I wish they made more
Yeah.
out of it because it kind of,
It does feel up your alley.
yeah, I feel like they kind of made the Looney Tunes back in action movie because, like, have you seen that movie by Warner Brothers?
I don't think
It's the
so.
same concept, like how Roger Rabbit is with like humans and like humans are not animated and they're animated. It's the same thing with the Looney Tunes
Right.
back in action movie where they had the guy who played in the Mummy.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he was in that movie. Super
Well,
good.
anything with Brendan Fraser is fantastic.
You know
It's
what I
super
like
good.
about Roger Rabbit, and I think I might have said this to you guys another time I was on the show, but my favorite movie of all time is Mary Poppins,
Yes.
the first one, and it's because that movie there is no like barrier between the imagination and the real world, and Roger Rabbit is like that too in terms
Yeah.
of like the cartoon world and the human world intermesh, and there's no like you don't have to go through a rabbit hole to
Yeah.
get to.
A Roger Rabbit hole.
That's right.
I don't know.
Wow, I may have to censor that.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be on Spotify. Who knows? Maybe we might edit it and you
Dang
don't
it!
know
I
what-
didn't even get what was the line? Oh no, never mind. She said something earlier that now I have to go through and scrub to find. Don't
Oh,
say.
I won't say it again,
I
but
remember where it is.
yeah.
I made a note of it. I was offended.
Yes.
You're offended by it.
And
never coming
I'm making a change.org petition.
That's right. 176 people are going to sign.
You're gonna
it.
get canceled.
Yep.
That'd be great. Try to cancel me.
You're
See
getting-
what happens.
You're getting
Space
canceled.
canceled.
I
Space
can't
cancel.
We're gonna send you to outer space and cancel you up there.
How?
I
Do
have no
I just
idea.
get ejected from the rocket and fly back down to Earth
And then
to
you
the ocean?
have to live in a world where you only get to watch Moonfall by Roland Emmerich every day.
I didn't mind the movie.
Me, I didn't either, but I thought it'd be torture for you.
I didn't mind the movie. You know what's torture?
What?
Descending.
What? We're not even. We're just having the end of the conversation. It was going very smoothly until she just ruined it right there.
I was like, I'm
Obliterating us.
done.
We're not done. What do you got? Somewhere to be?
No.
What do you? Are you busy? Am I interrupting your day?
No.
Okay.
I just want to give you a hug, but you won't let me hug you.
I don't want any hugs.
See what I
Personal-
mean? He won't let me hug him.
Personal space. It's
That's
a
right.
thing.
Personal space is important.
It's a thing.
With Brett, he doesn't have it because he's Be Fresh.
It's a horrible name.
Wow. I think it's workable. Honestly.
It's
It's
workable.
like it sounds like you talk about like something with no soul being made by a corporation. Be Fresh might be the most corporatized name ever.
Well, it's not that far from Be Real, and Be Real is pretty real from Cypress Hill.
Different time, different. The
saying.
industries weren't as homogenized and as corporatized as they were as they are now.
Be Fresh. It could be a good name
Yeah.
for like a grocery store. You know?
Exactly. It's just
This
Brett.
broccoli, Be Fresh.
Exactly. It's just Brett. Like he's the logo, and it's like Be Fresh. And
Maybe
it's-
that's what I do after the show.
Yeah.
I
He's a
use
grocer.
I
Yeah,
use this.
exactly.
My very first job was pushing carts at a grocery store.
He's a cart
I was a-
technician.
Yeah, I am a cart mobility technician. That's what I was.
I like that.
That was that's why I'm such a vehement backer of the shopping cart test.
What do you do?
What do you mean? You should always put it back, and you shouldn't
Always
just,
put it
you should
back.
and you should grab loose ones on the way
Yes.
back
Well,
and put it back.
it's hard when you have little kids, to be honest. But even with my little kids, I'm juggling them. Bring it back.
It's one of my
You
biggest
just leave
pet
your
peeves.
kids there.
Yeah, in the cart for the cop for the guy. Like I'm done. They
I'm
were
done
terrible
for
in
the
that
day.
store.
Yeah.
No, you got to bring the cart back. If you're at a bookstore, you're gonna buy a book, you don't want it, bring that book back.
Yeah, I do my best. I don't do as well with that,
Oh, well,
but
you're canceled.
but like I said, like
Get canceled.
my jobs at I worked at a grocery store.
Yeah.
I managed a convenience store there. I was always good about putting stuff.
Yep.
If I'm in a convenience store, you always put it back. At a grocery store, I admit that sometimes I fall to temptation and will leave the ramen noodles that I don't want in the cereal aisle. I don't try to do
Ooh.
that, but the cart always goes back
Yeah. But
it
because
makes
in
sense.
Minnesota it's cold as hell in the
Yes.
winter and there's snow on the ground and so that's it's a little bit. I'm a complicated.
Yeah,
But
I know.
Brett,
it's
it
very
makes sense
nuanced.
when you leave top ramen in the cereal aisle. I walked to the cereal aisle once and I found like ice cream there. And I was like, I don't
Well,
know.
that's wrong. You should put that back.
Yeah.
And it's going to ruin the product.
That's
Yeah.
terrorism.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to sign a change.org petition for that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
In fact, I'm just going to go online after
Felony.
this episode and just make like 5 to 10 change.org petitions of things I want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Like that one guy who's a Subway worker who stepped all over the product and put like the meat on the toilet and then drank the Gatorade and put it back in.
Man.
I don't know about that. I wish I
That's
didn't know
rough.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
glad I
he
don't
said
eat
he
there.
only did that because he wanted to launch his rap career more. And I was like,
Man.
well, you're working at Subway, so you can't be fresh like that.
Wow.
Be fresh like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.